share the trail. Thanks, asshole. They're aggressive out here, these Karens, man, on the trail, dude. The Galloping Goose Karens.
How are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Good.
Do you know what this structure is here?
What? That's the rebuilt Fort Victoria Bastion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
Down at the bottom of 4th Street.
yeah, that's where it's from, and they located it here?
Well, some of the timber's from the original,
Okay.
but it was rebuilt here about 1960, 62.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Huh.
And this is they have 8 of these and 4 of those in the corners.
Oh,
Those were the
okay.
corners,
Yeah.
and those were for the men, you know, the bunkhouses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
I had no.
you'll see a lot of those timbers are
Yeah.
done the original squaring way with that adds, you know, a thing that goes like this.
Yeah, totally.
Those
Well, that's interesting, like, 'cause, and especially I go by here all the time. As one of my favorite cycling routes is on the NN here, and I go here all the time. And this time I was like, that just looks so much like a fort, but I think this is too far away for the Fort Victoria. And then I saw the bus or the train thing over there, and it said Fort Victoria. I'm like, okay.
It's
So
been here forever.
Yeah, and I pulled up to have a look at it, and so I'm glad you guys are here to sort of give me the lowdown here.
Yeah,
So.
if you go to Nanaimo, there's one like it but smaller in the harbor in Nanaimo.
Oh, okay. And I
No
assume that
equipment.
those holes like to shoot out of, or maybe cannons. I don't know if they had cannons.
Yeah.
It's what the Hudson's Bay Company built
Really, eh?
to deal with the Indians, right? To deal with the Indians.
Stop right here for a bit. Flag fire. I agree. Yeah, have a good afternoon.
Happy National Indigenous Day!
Bye, thank you. Yourself too. Nice beautiful flag. Fuck you. What an asshole racist. He missed, but he tried to put his fist through the flag.
It's a rough time, see the struggle on my face. Losing motivation, been losing my way. Will this ever stop? I'm looking for a change. Thinking to myself, I need to be brave. Seen too many sisters taken from my home. My heart is breaking, my hands are shaking. 'Cause I feel scared inside. I won't let it show and they won't take my pride. Life was hard, Jinan. didn't choose this way. Had no strength to lose my faith. My heart was torn, couldn't find my place, found my escape. Every time I prayed, sometimes cried. I wish I died and prayed to the Creator for a different life. I was born here and want to live it right. The pain we have, need to give it light.
Been upset in situations and the aggression comes and goes. I'm bothered by how my nation has been bullied and controlled. Living here has been so hard and there's a road that leads to tears. Will the promises come through or will the lies continue here?
There's a highway of slums, take us to the promised land. There are many who are lost. We've been waiting on this chance. So if your life is going downhill, just slow down. Give time a skin. We can hold on and be proud and bring hope back to where we live.
Learn to stand tall and show respect. Appreciate my loved ones and hold my head up high. I'm not afraid of feeling pride. Try to listen close so you can learn about a healing tribe. No drama in my heart and in honor of the missing. I will not be torn apart from the way that I've been thinking. I found a little courage and made all my decisions. Respect is what I'm learning and I'm trying to be the difference.
My life has me feeling good. I feel like I could go places. We stay connected and hang out. My school is where I feel safest. Any fear that I may have disappears when I am journeying. Friends and family help me out. They bring me up when I'm struggling.
Memories of a stolen past towards a bright future, no going back. Let's build a home where we can hope and laugh.
Slaughter slip.
An elder told me that. Let's be a voice who remain in silence. The youth of today ain't afraid of rising for the myths of women who are facing violence. There's a road of clumps, let's change and find There's it.
a highway of slums, take us to the promised land. There are many who are lost. We've been waiting on this chance. So if your life is going downhill, just slow down. Give time a skin. We can hold on and be proud and bring hope back to where we live.
Break through the cycle, there's only one way, singing. If you're looking for some courage and you're searching for some strength, sing. We're mindful of our culture, we're protectors of our world, singing. We respect all living things and we're defenders of the earth, singing.
There's a highway of slums, take us to the promised land. There are many who are lost. We've been waiting on this chance. So if your life is going downhill, just slow down. Give time a skin. We can hold on and be proud and bring hope back to where we live. There's a highway of slums, take us to the promised land. There are many who are lost. We've been waiting on this chance. So if your life is going downhill, just slow down. Give time a skin. We can hold on and be proud and bring hope back to where we live.
The meeting between Douglas and the heads of our Saanich families that led to the pre-Confederation treaty was to air out two grievances, a dispute over timber harvesting near Cordova Bay and the murder of a messenger boy traveling between two Saanich villages. The historical and ongoing conflict on the land over resource extraction is part of our oral history. The written version of the Douglas Treaties does not account for the linguistic and cultural elements, the context that is shared through the oral tradition. The X's on the papers, those signatures, were also understood differently. To the Saanich, those X's represented crosses, thinking it was a sign of sincerity and honesty, the sign of their God, the sign of the highest order of honesty. 170 years later, those treaties are still the only agreements between the Saanich and Canada. And while this provincial government acknowledges the treaties exist, They do not acknowledge the beneficiaries of those agreements that enshrine the rights to hunt and fish as formerly. Unfortunately, the conflict on the land in these territories continues. X's on papers reflect the desire for sincerity and honesty, and they continue to be signed with the hope of good faith.
And I assume that those holes like to shoot out of, or maybe cannons, I don't know if they had cannons.
Yeah.
It's what the Hudson's Bay Company built
Really, eh?
to deal with the Indians.
Okay.
To deal with the Indians.
Racist. Fucking racist.
Oh, racist. Oh, racist. Oh, racist.
Well, in the oral version of the treaty, this runaway slave is a young messenger boy that was shot. We need to remember why everyone was on the top of the mountain that day. The Saanich were angry. They were on the mountain looking for an apology for the death of the boy, for assurance that their concerns were going to be recognized, and to find resolution for the use of the timber. Douglas was trying to prevent war. It is also important to me because these treaties are legal agreements that were made with my people that have never been fully lived up to. I believe that if local people understood the treaty for what it actually was, that our efforts going forward would meet less resistance, possibly more support, but definitely a fuller understanding of why the Saanich people fight for the things that we do.